Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are going to figure out the time difference and perhaps do it differently next time. I appreciate very much that you're here at 10:30 at night, your time, for most of you. So thank you. And after the meditate, you should come in your pajamas next time so you can go right to bed. Today, we're going to talk about grace. And Chris and I have talked about grace through the years of exploring all that we are in this world through the Worldwide Center, where we do work with people all the time. But to be in a state of grace is always a goal, and we're going to talk about what it really means and the recognition of how to achieve it and how it will impact your life. So I will pass it along for Chris to begin.
Okay, hold on. I've got one person who got knocked out. I'm getting them back in.
Okay.
And then I'm just muting everybody. Get everybody muted. Okay. All right, I think we're back. Well, as well, thank you to everybody for choosing to join us today. You know, grace is this really wonderful topic that there's a concept called walking in grace. And, whoops, Neelam got knocked out. The concept about walking through life in grace. And that's what we're going to try to share today. And I will share with you that in the early part of my coming to know that I was here to teach people they were God, there were two messages that I received from my heart. I'll make sure everybody's muted. From my heart about grace. And I'm going to read one of them today because the concept of walking in grace, when you fully understand what it's saying, is simple. But the understanding of what grace is a bit complex. So much so that sometimes when I try to encapsulate it in words for people, it's a bit challenging to do. So what I decided to do was, I'm going to read you one of the messages that I received from my heart. And it was a message I got April 7th, 1999. So it's from what seems like a long time ago, but these are eternal understandings. So I'm going to read you the message first, and then we'll talk about it. So what I heard was, you need to learn about grace. Grace is a state of desire you describe as peace. Understand that it is a state of desire because grace is about experiencing only the flow of energy that exists in any one moment. But the flow of energy is always of your creation. So it is about both creating and non-creating at the same time. Nothing exists except that which you create. But everything exists that is of the total creation. So in grace, you accept the oneness of all creation, yet let it go. The oneness of all creation includes your own. So I asked, because this is what I've always done when I receive messages from my heart, what do I need to learn about grace to serve me as God? And the answer was, create your desires, but then let them go. Know in every moment that there is perfection in how your creation manifests. Always let go of how it manifests, for as you hold on to it, your holding energy restricts the flow and is not in grace. Paint your picture, But then know that the creation will manifest in perfection. Be always in grace, for in each moment, then you will experience creation rather than waiting for it tomorrow. So that was a message that I got in April 7th of 1999. And even as I read it today, there is so much in it to share about grace. But the most important piece, I think, to share here today is the understanding of absolute creation of our experience as souls, as beings, as God, as all. It is an infinite, limitless, and ongoing creation. And what grace is in the gloriousness of that. The gloriousness that every moment you are creating an experience of being, an experience of the world in which you are. And what grace is trusting it, trusting your heart that as this force of creation, that which fills you with joy will manifest for you. And grace is allowing it to manifest by not holding on to how it will manifest, what it will look like, how it has to happen. And that is much more the human experience of what we do, is we want something to be in our life. And so we begin to conceive of what that will look like and how it'll all come together. And actually, we then hold on to how that vision is, that this is how it's going to happen. And when a piece of it doesn't happen, sometimes you feel panic, you feel afraid, you feel whatever, but that's because you're holding on to it. Instead of just be with what gives you joy. Fill your heart with visions of that, with a feeling of that, with the understanding of that. And then let go, let your heart know, okay, heart, in a sense, I surrender to you. I let go of how this will be. And thereby allow the creation of all that you are to flow in an unlimited way. And so it's this holding on to how piece that I most want to share with you today. Because I think we can all relate to that. We all have a sense of, I'm going to do X, I'm going to start a business, or I'm going to have a child, or I'm going to do something. And we think about what that looks like. What will that be? And then we get in almost wedded to it. And so use that simple tool of talking to your heart about the joy that your choices of that experience, but then let go of how. And letting go of how also means letting go of when. You are limitless, you are eternal. Let go of when also, because that's part of how it'll happen. We hold on to the notion that it has to happen this way, and because of that, it's going to happen in about this amount of time. So let go of all of it. But hold on to that experience of joy that you have in your creative thoughts of what will give you joy in your life. And grace, to me, this notion of walking in grace, I love that expression because it's very simple. Walk through your life in grace. And you can remind yourself very simply, let go. Don't hold on to how. Let me just walk through life in grace. And what that will also do is bring you into much greater presence to your life in every moment. Because there is a perfection to every moment of where and what we are doing. And when we let go, we're then, like that last line in this message was about Then you will experience creation rather than waiting for it tomorrow. You will be present to the creation of your life today as it is. And you can then celebrate it. You can then be in wonder with it. It's amazing. Just be present to it then, because you're not holding on to what even has to happen today. Mar?
I would like to explain it in a different way. We live in a world where we are always striving to achieve a certain level of what we call spirituality. And our language includes talking about our vibration. Is our vibration low? Is our vibration high? When our vibration is low, we're not feeling well, we're angry, whatever it is a wide vibration. Picture a violin string. It is a wide vibration. When we're feeling joy and happiness, it's a higher vibration, and we picture a very quick vibratory string on the instrument. When you're in a state of grace, there is absolutely no vibration to the string. You are in a place of absolute nothing. I don't know how to explain nothing. We don't experience it often, but I'll give you some examples that you can experience. Let's say you take a walk. Let's say you take a hike and you're going up a mountain path. And if you bring, and you're quiet, you're by yourself and you're in a quiet space, if you allow yourself to think about all the things that you would love to manifest for yourself during that walk, and you notice this really comfortable looking place to sit that overlooks either a beautiful view or it's by a brook or whatever, and you sit there and your mind suddenly empties out. You have been creating your desires as you were walking, and as you sat in peace, your mind empties and you're just sitting there and you're observing whatever it is your eyes fall upon. You could do this in a public place. You're taking a walk through a park or down the street, and you're thinking about all the things that consume us through the day. But rather than do that, think about all the things you would love to experience, how you would like things to, how would you like to see the outcome of whatever's happening in your life? And then you sit on a park bench and you notice children playing on the swings, or you notice a mother pushing a baby stroller, or you notice an older woman carrying some bags. And your mind, you suddenly realize your mind is empty because you're observing, you're in a state of absolute lack of thought. That is a state of grace. A state of grace does not mean we're sitting in meditation and we're emptying our thoughts and we're emptying our minds. It is a way to be in this world where you have no thought. You have let go of everything. And in the letting go, you allow the energy of manifestation to just happen because you're not thinking about it. To me, that is a state of grace. Those are the moments when the violin string doesn't move. It doesn't happen frequently because we're not accustomed to that. We live in a busy world. We have busy lives. We're always thinking and doing. But the truth is, sometimes you suddenly go, how did I get from there to here? Believe it or not, that was a state of grace. It's not that you're always filled with joy. It is that you're filled with nothing. There is no judgment as to the experience of the last moment or 2 moments or 5 moments of your life. It simply happened without any desire of judgment. I was happy, I was not happy, I was angry, I was, whatever it was. It just is that moment of nothing. And we are always needing to empty the vessel that we are and allowing ourselves to be empty so that we can refill it whenever we want to. To me, that is a state of grace. Any thoughts, any questions? You can chat, put it on chat, or you can raise your hand so Chris will unmute you. Okay, Chris.
Who's that?
Baby girl.
Okay, hold on. Are you just unmute yourself?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My question is there a difference between grace and surrender, or is grace just another way to describe surrendering to the moment?
Grace is the fulfillment of surrender. So very, very closely aligned, obviously, because surrender is aligned with letting go. You know, you allow yourself. It's a choice. It's an active choice. Whereas grace, as Marilyn described, is the stillness, the absolute stillness of being. So difficult concepts, maybe. I think most importantly to carry away, whether you allow through just surrender to you, to the world around you, to the flow of your heart, or you let go of everything, you know, just let it flow. There's a lot of different words for that.
I see it as a little different. Surrender is bringing into awareness a situation that is happening in your world, and then you let it go. You're making a conscious choice. It is what happens after that. It is are you really truly emptying yourself of that? Or are you going to bring it back again and again? You know, the true grace is I let it go, I surrender. But when I surrender, it doesn't come back. It doesn't repeat. It is what it is. There's a difference. You know, it's almost the step before grace.
Yeah, I have a question.
Maha?
How do you practice stillness? No thought.
Stillness is the total acceptance of oneself as perfect as God. And so in that acceptance, there is no judgment, as Marilyn mentioned a moment ago. There's just being with each moment as it is.
So it happens on its own. If we practice that, it happens. It comes to us on its own, right?
I believe that it can happen more and more frequently as you allow it to be a part of your experience. But do you ever find yourself wondering, like when you're driving a car, how did I get from point A to point B? Like you have no memory of it? Or when you are taking a walk and you suddenly realize I've walked all this way and I hadn't had a thought in my mind. It's not more complicated than that. And we're always looking for something greater than simply the emptiness of thought, the lack of any interference with simply being.
But in my experience of working with people over the number of years now to teach them self-love, is that initially, because we are not taking the time to love ourselves, celebrate ourselves, the experience I have for most people is a tremendous amount of sort of chaos happening. And what happens is, as you make that choice, the 10 things you love about yourself every day, every single day, just do that free vitamin of love for self. Slowly but surely, what you do is you quiet down all the chaos that's created by the self-judgment, by the thoughts of unworthiness, by the thoughts that you're lacking in some way, because that's the chaos The stillness comes from filling yourself with acceptance that you are perfect as you are. And just the love, the hug that you give yourself. And nobody else can give this to you. This is the power you hold as being God. And you hold it. No one can give it. No one from outside of you can love you any more than you love yourself. But as you do, you will quiet and quiet and quiet down the chaos created by the separation from yourself as being perfect, magnificent. And that is where and how you will experience the stillness, which is the truth of your being. And it is just the experience of totally accepting and loving yourself for who you are, as you are, how you are.
Any other questions? All right. Well, let's meditate. Let's see if we can bring each of us into a state of grace through this meditation. I'm going to invite you just to make yourselves really comfortable. It is late out there. All right, close your eyes. Inhale deeply and hold it as long as you can. And when you are ready, release it fully, deeply. Empty out your lungs. And again, inhale deeply, hold it. And when you're ready, let it go. And this third time, inhale deeply and bring to mind something you wish to release from your experience, or something you wish to create from your experience, for we will do that together. Let go. Exhale. Release all thought, all interference, and feel yourself simply be in your body. I'm going to put you each into your bed. Feel yourself lying upon your bed, your pillows holding your neck and head in a comfortable position. You're lying in bed on your back, so comfortably. Perhaps your knees are a little bent so that your back has no strain. Do what you normally do to feel at your most comfortable. And feel yourself begin to sink into the cushions of your bed. So comfortable. Your room is your safe haven. Perfect temperature. Feel your body relax. Be aware of your body. Feel your head and your neck and let your shoulders relax. Feel your shoulders relax. Your back leaning against the mattress, so comfortable. You feel safe here. Your hips no longer holding you. The muscles of your legs relaxing all the way down your heels, your feet, your toes. Your arms in the most comfortable position. You are holding nothing. You are simply feeling your body in this space. And as you lie here on your bed, envision a beautiful golden light surrounding you. Surrounds your bed as well. Feel this bubble of light envelop you from head to toe, every cell vibrating in this golden energy of peace, heart energy, universal energy, healing energy. Feel the golden light surround you. And as this bubble envelops you, feel and allow yourself to grow larger. Feel and allow yourself the freedom and ability to begin to float. Feel yourself float and rise. And as the ceiling and the roof opens up, you are lying in this bubble of golden light and feel yourself being drawn up and up and up, and you grow larger and larger. And in your greatness, in your hugeness, you are at peace, and you feel all that you are so comfortable, perfect temperature, so glorious. Bring to mind an issue that is a challenge in your life in this moment. And allow the golden light to take this issue from your heart and your thoughts and surround them and fill them and swirl them away. And do it again and again, every thought of any situation you wish to change. Give yourself the freedom to bring it forth in this moment, knowing that the golden light will take it away. Let it go. And now bring to thought a dream, a desire, something you truly want but do not know how it will manifest. Bring it to your thoughts, bring it from your heart, and do the same thing. Let it go into the golden light. Let it vibrate and swirl and be released into the golden energy and into the universe. And do it again and again. Every desire, every dream. But when you let it go, let it go. Release it fully. Watch it as a ribbon floats into the sky, just simply leaving you. And I invite you now, as you are so large and so far into the heavens, to look around and imagine you see the stars and the planets. Look upon the earth. Each of us will have our own experience, but allow yourself the freedom to have nothing in your heart but this moment. What do you choose to see? No thought, just what your eyes can see around you. Feel the peace that comes from no vibration of thought. Feel the peace that comes from no judgment and even no joy. Just be. Look around you at the beauty and the vastness and the magnificence and the limitlessness of all that we are, all that you are. Float in this energy. It is of you. It is you. There is nothing here, for you have emptied yourself. The vessel is empty. These are moments that we choose to create for ourselves. Choose these moments in each day. Observe them, whether or not you sit in meditation, you are cooking a meal for your loving family, or you are just taking a stroll. Opportunities of being empty of thought and desire. As you float in this magnificent golden light, there is nothing interfering. Feel the emptiness. And now your bubble of light begins to grow a little smaller as you come back closer to your home, to the earth, to your bed. Feel that golden light stay with you, surrounding you. Feel yourself become yourself in your home, on your bed. Feel the magnificence of this energy and breathe it in and keep it within you always, for all time. You are always this energy. You are always the string with no vibration. Feel it from your crown chakra all the way down to your toes. The string, every so often, allow it to be silent with no vibration. And as you are once again upon your bed, feel the pillow beneath your head and neck, and feel how relaxed your shoulders are, and feel how comfortable the energy going down your spine, and how peaceful your hips feel, and your leg muscles so relaxed all the way down to your heels, your feet, and your toes. Your arms so heavy and relaxed. Golden light will stay with you. You carry it always. Put forth a desire, let it go, and let the golden energy remove it from thought. And then be observant of something else to distract yourself. And allow yourself moments of emptiness throughout each day. No pain, no worry, not even joy, just being. And everything will dissolve into that moment. Feel yourself back in your room where we are together. Welcome back. We are so honored to share this with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.